Yo, welcome to Sprawl and Brawl number 58. I am Wild and Matt. Every week here on megasearcher.com, Thursday nights, we're here. Live on YouTube, Twitch, Smashcasts, Ustream, Mixer. Mixer is the one that I kind of always forget because it's a lamer name than the previous one. But I'm just going to ignore that and go say hi to Steiner.
Hello. How are things?
They're okay.
Just okay?
They're all right.
Yeah. It's almost Saturday.
Whoops! I clicked on the dark scene, the scene that was only black, because that's how my heart is right now. I'm just so sad. It's just I live in darkness right now. Here, that's how the rest of the show is going to be. Just gonna wallow in my darkness.
It's actually going to be it's going to be a podcast opposed to a video.
Yes. Screen. Yep. I'm just gonna be alone here in the darkness. So nobody knows this, but the video screen is the only light I get in here. That's it. It's only this screen. Anyways, there you go. We're back. Hey, I turned the lights back on. Yeah, no. What was Mixer called before again? It was a cool name.
Boom, bim, bam,
beam. That's what it was. As you're beaming into us right now. The sun is beaming into the camera or something. Gotta love cameras just going crazy. Anyways, MP3s, you can get them wherever podcasts are available. VODs, you can also get them wherever video podcasts are available. Or you can just go to megascorcher.com. And it's also, everything's there. You can just watch it in the website. You can download the MP4 or you can subscribe to the RSS feed too. So you can do all that. Let's start with the results over the last week of MMA, because there was a few events. I ended up watching LFA on Friday night. I don't really have anything to say about it, to be honest. It was pretty much standard. Nothing crazy happened. So yeah, I mean it was indie MMA at its indiest. Because usually LFA has a few dudes and I'm just, oh hey, that dude, I remember that dude. But there's no one on this card. Absolutely no one. And yeah, it was like mostly unanimous decisions. There was a few KOs, but nothing crazy is what I can say about that card. So let's just talk about UFC on Fox 25. It was Weidman versus Gastelum. We might as well just go jump right into the main event. Gastelum got a punch right at the end of the first round, and that's about it. Everything else was Chris Weidman. But man, that one shot that Kelvin Gastelum landed fucking nearly killed Weidman.
Well, I wouldn't quite. Weidman recovered pretty quickly.
He
started wrestling. Like, fair enough. That's what good wrestlers do, is they just go straight to the wrestling. But even with that, he still seemed not glossy-eyed.
I don't know. He still seemed kind of out of it. He still seemed kind of out of it at the end. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
At the end of the first round, anyways.
He didn't make any stupid mistakes after what typically would happen if you do really get rocked. But yeah. That is pretty much all that Gastelum got. And that's all that he really had a chance to do, was something like that.
Yeah. And it's a shame that he didn't do that in the second round too, but it was all freaking Weidman.
Yep.
Especially in the third.
Like that's what happens when a real 85er fights somebody who doesn't stay in proper condition shape year round. Because like Gastelum probably weighs like 190, 195. Freaking Weidman probably weighs 215.
Yeah, no, for sure. Gastelum's better at what, 170? That's what it is.
Oh, right? Yeah. But the thing is, look at his body. He didn't get larger for the fight. He's a little bit doughy, and he just needs to get rid of that little doughiness. Like at 85, he can do that, but he's not going to be top 10 at 85. Because if this was Silva rather than Weidman, I'm pretty sure Silva would just knock him the fuck out.
Maybe. I don't know. Gastelum is okay. He can withstand some damage.
He beat Kennedy, and who was the other guy he beat? because Kennedy just looked like super old man when he fought. Like that was, and then Vitor, which then ended up turning into. So he fought like super old man and super old man.
Yeah. Yes.
So you have like a 24-year-old kid.
The Kennedy fight was terrible.
Yes. And the Vitor fight was pretty bad too.
It was a good show for Gastelum, but like,
yeah.
ugh.
Well, it was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like it was just like he like beat the shit out of an old man. He beat the shit out of an old man. He fights somebody who's not quite an old man yet and got his ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And before we go into the discussion of the actual results, so the lowest overnight numbers in Fox history for a UFC event right now, they did 1.64 million viewers. So what overnight numbers means is that it releases around like midnight, around 1 a.m., whenever they can compile all the numbers and release all of them. And then they count up to about 10 p.m. and then that's the cutoff, which is weird because this lasted about till 10:40. So during the main event, which would have drew more and added those numbers. So and it did at the end of the day. The final ratings came in and it went up to 2,046,000 with a 1.23 rating. Man, TV is hard now.
I don't understand what a 1.23 rating means.
Oh, so that's like when you tally all the ratings together, it goes up to 100.
It was, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it
had
a percentage.
1.23% of the overall views
in the U.S. Yes, was watching that.
It's not that bad, but I guess that was
not that bad.
Okay, no, okay, yeah. I guess that would have been really good for FS1, but for
yes
Fox,
and no. There were some Fox events that were low before, especially the Demetrius Johnson events. They were around this number.
Which I don't get that, but I guess
if you can watch Demetrius Johnson for free, like that's a thing. A lot of people complain, he's not worth the pay-per-view. Yeah, then fucking just watch him for free then.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand why his number. Like, I guess maybe because everyone knows what the outcome's going to be, or it's
I guess so. But his last few fights were definitely heading into it where you were just like, this could, like the Tim Elliott fight. You were like, this could be okay.
He came off such a long layoff. Like he hadn't fought for 10 or 11 months or something like that. So that was a weird.
So, well, here's an interesting fact about this too: is usually Saturday has a lot of competition in terms of sports. But seriously, the only other thing airing during UFC Saturday night was the World Series of Poker. The last three did 741,000. I watched it. I just watched it after the UFC.
741,000. Okay.
Yes. Poker used to be more popular. I bet it did better before, but 741,000 is still a lot. Well, so here's the thing though. It was live. So like you're watching fucking live poker. It's way different than watching it on a show that's edited.
Yes.
So that's still pretty impressive for live poker, I feel. Because live poker is just such a different beast. You have to endure so much nothingness before something happens.
I'm sure there's some sort of delay to it. There's
a 30-minute delay. Yeah, so that they can't actually see the cards. Because you can watch ESPN on your phone.
Yeah,
so.
I know. That's like...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's what they do. Like even 30 minutes after they all look at the hands and they're like, hey, remember that hand? He actually had it. So you should probably store that in your brain and remember all his tells.
Yeah.
So yeah. So the Weidman and Gastelum main event, though, it peaked at 2.7 million viewers. It was a 3-round fight that went after 10 p.m. So that's not too surprising that it gained a good amount of viewers.
5-round fight, but it went 3 rounds.
Yes. Okay. Yes. That is what I meant.
Yeah.
So to go down more of the card here, Darren Elkins defeated Dennis Bermudez via decision. This was a close fight.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember. Like I did watch it, but
I took no notes for this fight, so I'm going to start doing that. Especially with 214, I'm going to start taking notes with all the fights, which I usually do, but I just didn't do it with this one. But Patrick Cummins versus Jan Vellante, the bum fight of the night. I would call it that. There was a lot of bums on this card, but this one, I hate Jan Vellante, or whatever the fuck, Gian or Jan, whatever the hell. Patrick Cummins is okay. He's fine, but he got accidentally headbutt in the first round.
That was a really bad headbutt.
Yes, and it caused a lot of blood. And I think Jan said something like, look at his face at the end of the fight. And I was just like, dude, that was a headbutt, you asshole. So when Patrick Cummins won, though, I was kind of surprised that he did, but it was split. It was a close fight at the end of the day. Patrick was fucking dead tired out of the two at the end.
Yeah.
Volante's cardio was better, but not by much. But at the end of the fight, they were both dead. So there's nothing to say about this fight except for that accidental headbutt. Pretty much sucked. Jimmy Rivera beat Thomas Almeida. That was kind of surprising.
Well, that was unanimous. That makes sense. Yeah, because I actually gave that a 30-26.
26, Jesus.
No, sorry, no,
27?
No,
30-27 or 30-26.
No, not 30. It would have been a 29.
Oh, 29-26.
No,
29-27.
One of the rounds was definitely a 10-8.
Okay, so if you're giving one of the rounds a 10-8, then it would be 29-27. No, 29-27.
27, because he would have won the other round. So 29-27.
Okay, yeah. So if you gave a 10-8, this could have been a draw. If the other guy won 2 rounds.
Yeah. But he didn't. He
didn't. So. No, I was surprised. I was expecting Almeida to win.
Yeah. I actually really was. But Almeida got clocked a bunch of times in that first round. That's what I gave the 10-8 to. Because he got draw. No,
and that was the main card right there on Fox.
Yeah.
But it was all on Fox anyway, so if you watch the TV prelims, it's on the same channel. I think the TV prelims did 1.27 million in terms of average views. Not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. Because usually the Fox prelims are on Fox Sports 1.
Yeah.
I know they've done it before, but they don't do it often, where the prelims are on Fox, which is not a bad idea, because the Fox cards start early anyways. So, like, if you don't have NASCAR or something to play on Fox, why not play some fucking live sports, especially on a Saturday? The fuck else are you playing? A movie? A movie might actually draw more sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. So the main event of the prelims was Aleza Zaleski dos Santos.
Dos Santos is the only thing I can make out of that.
Oh, but, well, when you saw because his first name is only Elizu. So his last name is Zaleski dos Santos. So in the name thing, his name was super tiny. Because it had to take so much room. Yeah. And versus Lyman Good. This was pretty one-sided, I thought.
It was a split decision. I actually had it as a split decision.
But who did you give the victory to? I thought it was pretty clear that Dos Santos won.
Yeah.
He was landing more of the significant shots. Maybe Lyman Good was landing a little bit more, but he wasn't.
Like I did think it was going to go to Good.
Huh. All right.
Because he had one round. He had round 1, and then round 2 was pretty close, and then round 3 was definitely Dos Santos. So.
So the one fight I do remember being super one-sided was Jeremy Kennedy versus Kyle Bogniak. And Jeremy Kennedy, his nickname is JBC, if that helps you.
I didn't see it.
That was super one-sided.
Yeah.
Chase Sherman versus Damian Grabowski was the first fight of the TV stuff, though. That fight was okay. It's heavyweights, so anytime you get past the first round, it's kind of especially when you're not the elite heavyweights. And the first round was fucking great. Chase Sherman fucking landed a lot, and Grabowski took a lot of damage in that first round. But after that, it was just, they were both super tired in the second, and then the third too. The third was bad. So that's what I had to say about that fight. Alex Oliveira, the Mexican cowboy, where is he from? Oh, Brazilian. He's Brazilian cowboy.
Yeah.
The Brazilian cowboy. I don't know why I said Mexican. Well, Oliveira, it's kind of that could be.
That'd be Portuguese.
From someplace. Yeah, but, people move. People move. Versus Ryan LaFleur. KO punch in the second round. The KO was awesome. The fight wasn't that great up to that point, to be honest, though.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised.
But me neither. Felt like maybe they were feeding somebody to Oliveira. But Ryan LaFleur's not too bad. But I'm not. Yeah, of course he got KO'd. Because fucking Alex Oliveira.
Well,
he's a Brazilian with Cowboy as his nickname.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna do some shit. He probably lifts a lot of hay and stuff out there, and that's why he's so powerful. He's got all that power. Because he's not that huge. Like, he's big. Like, he's got a good body, but he doesn't look like what's his name? He's fighting in the co-main event this weekend. Why am I blanking on his name?
Co-main event?
Yeah.
Co-main event is Cyborg.
No, that's the third to last fight.
Okay. So Woodley or
Woodley. Woodley's fucking huge. He's jacked.
Yeah, but he's short. He's like 5'9".
I suppose.
Agreed. Yes. Yeah, but he is fucking jacked.
Like,
yes, but
Alex Oliveira is not like him. But I would argue that Alex Oliveira can punch a motherfucker just as bad as he can. Which is probably because he does some powerful lifts when he works. And then when he does his workout, he does more powerful lifts. So he just fucking lifts all day.
Yeah.
I wish I still did some construction work, to be honest. Because I was actually not sitting on my ass all day. Which I need to stop doing that. That's something I need to... There's a... I'm trying to remember what MMA camp is right next to my place.
Hey, but it's a real gym.
Man, I forget. Here, I'm going to look at my maps real quick. But
no, but is it like a place that you can go get a membership to, or is it an actual pro gym? So it's not like TriStar. You can't just walk into.
No, so yeah, you can actually just go in. But
okay,
it's whose gym is it? Let's see. I'm going to look that up. But while I do, there was one more fight on the TV card of Fox here. Eric Enders versus Rafael Natal. And Natal got KO'd in the first round. Which I did not see coming. A lot of the dudes that were from New York lost, but a few won too. So it wasn't all bad for New York. Like, I mean, Chris Weidman won ultimately. So that was the important thing to happen, I suppose. Yeah, this card was not all that great. That's also kind of why I didn't take notes, to be honest. It was just whatever. I'm just gonna kind of half pay attention to this event.
Yeah.
Dana White's Tuesday Night Contenders happened too. You know, that's happening every week this summer.
This summer.
And the first fight was a featherweight fight between a Hawaiian, Dan Ige, versus Luis Raul Gomez. And he got submitted, Gomez did, at the third round. Dan Ige, though, did take him down a bunch of times, and Gomez had no answer for it. He got grounded, pounded a lot, and then eventually it led to that rear naked choke in the third. So it was a pretty good showing by Dan Ige, but he did not get a contract from
Dana
White. But I would argue that it's mostly Sean Shelby's decision at this point. He's the one that's making the matches, and so he's like, I can do shit with this guy. Yeah. This guy can fight this guy next. Because I'm sure he's probably the one putting these fight cards together at the end of the day. I'm sure Dana White has a lot to do with it too, but like Dana White's name is on it. Yeah. I'm sure he just goes like, well,
it's because people know who Dana White is. He's a
yes.
somebody in the media that.
And it's funny because these aren't technically UFC fights.
Yeah.
So they get around that in a weird way.
I'm not exactly sure how the hell they're actually getting this to work, since it's like, are they professional fights or?
Yes, this is professional. Everybody.
So
gets
they are getting paid.
5,000
by whom?
By Dana White.
By Dana White himself, or by the UFC? I know that's
by the Dana White.
Yeah.
Dana White gets the money from Fight Pass, and then he gives it to the fight. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like how and what the fuck is going on here.
So
I don't fully get, but.
So you get 5 for fighting, and then 5 for winning. So you get 10 if you win. Then the next fight was Alonzo Manifield versus Daniel Jolie, and at the end of the first round, Jolie, he just looked scared the whole fight, and he was complaining that maybe he got poked, but he didn't get poked. If his eye got fucked up, it was a punch. So he was sitting down on the corner, and then he said, "I can't come out." And then when the second was gonna start, it ended. So there you go.
Yeah.
Minifield looked good, but not that great. So no contract. At least I don't think he did. But Joffrey Neal, the next fight, he did. He defeated Chase Walden with a devastating TKO punch in the first round. It was good because he got to show his skills, and Chase didn't look bad either. He just got caught, so that happened. He got a contract for sure. I thought Dan Ige was going to get a contract, but he didn't. So, and then Cal Stewart defeated Jason Jackson with an ankle injury in the second, and that was fucking brutal.
It was a kick and
no. So he got punched in the face, and he fell right on top of his leg, and his ankle was just like the opposite way when he fell on it. So when his leg came back out, like his ankle was like facing the other way, kind of. So it was just like, ooh. And then when he tried to stand up, because after that happened too, like he just stepped away, and then he was just, oh yeah, no, this is done. It's brutal. It's fucking. I didn't notice it in real time, but they showed it multiple times on replay. And I was just like, okay, I can't watch this anymore. I got it the first time I saw it. It's fucking all right, cool.
No, the second time you saw it, you mean?
Oh yeah, sure. Well, because I didn't really see
on
it
the first replay, I got it, and I'm good.
Yeah,
jack shit.
Oh, because you saw it. Like his ankle was completely the other way around when he landed on top of it. It's kind of shocking that doesn't happen more often. Because I rewatched. What event did I just rewatch? But it was one of the last two events. I don't think it was the Fox event. It was the one before. Was it 213? It was somebody got knocked out and he landed on his leg a similar way, and it was just lucky that he just didn't land on it weird, because when your body is just it's offline, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like you could fall on any which way and just totally fuck yourself up.
Like with that though, your body goes limp typically.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
Like that. So when you go limp, there's less chance of injury. Not to say that it can't happen, but there's less chance of injury.
And it depends, like what, like how you fall, which angle, like what's actually in danger. Like that's like when you crumple like that, like you're gonna fall on your legs, and it just depends how your legs kind of like fall. The thing that happens more often is the head banging off the canvas.
Yeah,
that's also.
Well, that's when you fall straight back. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, like what I'm kind of surprised is that, like when you get hit like that, they're not like smoking their head off their own knee or something like that. Sometimes too. Like if you just completely collapse and that knee doesn't go down to the ground, it's like sticking up, and you just right out like. Oh yeah, I've seen it happen once or twice. Oh, if you really it should happen.
If you realistically think about sports, like even hockey, or even anything, it's a miracle that more bad shit doesn't happen. You remember that basketball dude that jumped that one time and his ankle just kind of broke? Do you remember that one?
No.
It was like a year or two ago. I forget who it was, but his ankle was just totally gone. Like, imagine removing the shoe and you're like barely hanging on. It's like, oh my God, terrible.
You like Anderson Silva's leg?
Yeah, but he only had tape, so that.
Why? Well, the thing it was his shin, not his. Or no, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that was his leg. He's really lucky that the bone didn't pop out.
Yes.
Because they could just pretty much just put a cast on there. I think
the reason it didn't is because it shattered.
Yeah, but and then he stepped on it. When he stepped on it, the bone could have just went right through the skin pretty easy.
Wherever,
on either side, his foot could have came up, or his fucking leg should have. His leg should have came down. But I guess he did notice it right away. He didn't really put that much pressure on his leg.
Like, as soon as he went to put pressure, his body just gave out.
Yeah. Oh man, brutal.
And then the pain setting, going, oh shit!
I don't know if he was in that much pain right away.
No, he was. Well, no, but that's the thing is, like when he kicked, he brought his foot back, went to put it down, and then when he fell to the ground is when it clicked in.
And even when he was, he.
Because the thing is, he kicked, brought it back, put it down, and then like there was a good 3/4 or a second or something like that.
He was in pain when he noticed that it happened, but like he looked pretty in control. Like he was on the ground just like laying there after like he wasn't passed out. He wasn't
he was
he was just there.
He was holding his ankles yelling.
Oh, for a little bit, but
he wasn't screaming like a little bitch, but he was yelling.
Yeah, I would have done way worse than that.
I don't know what fuck is in Portuguese, but I'm pretty sure that's what he was saying.
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? He deserves it.
Yeah, no. It was just, fuck!
So, talking about an uneventful UFC on Fox.
We didn't talk about the Carl Robinson.
Oh, yeah, the main event. The main event was uneventful because it was 15 seconds.
Yeah.
It was a KO, though, by elbows. And the elbows looked fucking great. But
like it was spinning out. How did he within 15 seconds?
No,
he knocked him out
no, it was just like he was coming in and he just like I didn't even see it when it was just so fast because he kind of just stepped in and then he fell over. I was just what the fuck happened?
John Jones thing of like the guy came in and he just stuck out his elbow.
Yeah, kind of. He just kind of like pushed it forward while he was moving forward. So like they kind of just met together, like in real time. I was just like, what? He just fell over, and then they showed it again on replay. I was just, okay, I see.
Oh yeah, because sometimes shit like that, the camera angle doesn't quite get it, and then it's, whoa, what the fuck just happened?
Oh yeah, no, on replay it looked great, but when I saw it, I was just like, what? He just walked forward and he fell over. All right, but no, I don't know if he was trying to throw the he was probably throwing the elbow, but like his arm kind of just moved forward and it just kind of.
Well, that's what John Jones does. He just he goes like this essentially, and the guy just runs to his elbow. It's because he's so fucking lanky that he can actually do that. But like he doesn't even throw it. He just kind of sticks it up and braces
it. So
I
know Neil got the contract for sure, but I'm trying to remember if it was Menefield or Robertson that got.
I don't know. No, Robinson knocked the dude out in 15 seconds. I'm pretty sure Dana White would be interested in him.
Yeah, I suppose so. Because Menefield looked good, but Jolie quit, so I guess he didn't sign him. That's probably my guess. Let's see. Oh, it was Robertson. Yeah. Because Menefield didn't look bad. It's just Jolie kind of just gave up. And that was the end of that one. All right. So, like I said, uneventful UFC on Fox, and they did an uneventful fight announcement of Luke Rockhold versus David Branch.
I don't even know who. Like, I had to look up who David Branch was, so I don't.
You know who David Branch is?
No, I recognize his face, but I do not know his name.
Yeah, he was in World Series of Fighting for a long time. He defeated all the UFC dudes that were in there.
But
Fitch and that other dude, and maybe Okami. He beat Okami too, but Okami's old now, so it's they're all.
Fitch is a 170er.
Yeah, well, David Branch had 2 titles in World Series.
But
so he beat Fitch and Shield. So there you go.
Is it
Shields? Okay. Sorry. So UFC Fight Night 116 in Pittsburgh, September 16th. That's when that fight is happening. That fight card doesn't look bad. Actually, they announced a few other fights. I don't have them listed here, but whatever. That will happen in September. We'll have plenty of time to talk about it. But the interesting thing about this news story is that fight is happening on September 16th. That's the same date as Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez. I'm going to watch the boxing, just saying.
Oh, okay.
That's
why I don't know.
That's the legit boxing fight to watch. If you're a boxing dude, that's the fight that you actually want to watch, but you're going to end up paying for the one that you don't really care about anyways, which is what everybody's going to do. And then everybody's going to be like, I don't know if I want to buy another pay-per-view. That's what I think is going to happen with UFC 214. Because, man, it's so close. It's so close. And I don't see that much hype.
Yeah, I don't watch enough TV to see anything.
I don't watch TV either, but I watch it on YouTube and stuff, and Twitter's.
Yeah, Twitter is something, again, I don't pay attention to.
Yeah, even, like, lately, John Jones and Cormier have been pretty calm and level-headed, so they haven't really been going at it too bad.
The thing, Jones is being very standoffish.
I guess so.
To the point that he's not answering shit, to the point of it's going to be
where they're not like, he's not screaming stare down and
the thing, like, I don't know what's going on, and like, because they should have had a press conference today, did they not?
They did. I watched it. It was not. It was nothing really.
Were they both there together?
Yes. Okay. Yes, and they did a stare down. John Jones did not have a shirt, and DC did. Well, they were wearing suits. They were at a press conference. So. But John Jones did take off his shirt. He looked good. He looked better than he usually does. So I guess that's a good thing. I don't know how to judge that in terms of fighting. He gained a lot
of weight that year that he was off, and then.
Well, no, I don't know what he's been doing. Even before all that stuff, like I would say that this is the best he's ever looked.
Well, like when he fought Ovince St. Prude, he was pretty big.
And then won a fake belt, and then had to give it up again.
Yeah, because he took dick pills.
Yep, dick pills that had like 5 banned substances. No, was it just one or just?
I think, as far as I knew, it was just one.
Yeah, I guess it was just one, but maybe there was a few other substances that were maybe like, okay, this is the main one though.
Yeah, well, yeah, there could have been not in competition substances or something.
I guess so. But it was,
or not of fight or something. I don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was an out of competition drug test.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So 1FC scheduled an event for July 29th, the same day as UFC 214, which is cool because 1FC happens in Asia. So when you watch it here, it's like in the morning. So you don't really need to worry about it interfering with anything. But they canceled it due to logistical issues. That's it. They didn't say anything else. We have no idea if they're going to reschedule it. We don't know anything. That's all we know. So the main event was supposed to be a flyweight championship fight between Karat Akhmatov and Adriano Moraes. So I like both of those guys actually. Moraes is pretty good. So that sucks. But talking about some more 1FC news, this is crazy. This happened on Sunday morning. They canceled the fight on the 21st. So that was last Friday. So this dude's been training for the fight this whole time, and then they canceled the fight 1 week out, and then he's taking a taxi cab. Batol is his name. He's from the Philippines, and I want to say this card was also taking place in the Philippines, so he's probably doing all his Filipino stuff, whatever he's doing. And he was in the neighborhood at the Unified Mixed Martial Arts Gym, and he took a taxi with his cousin, who is also an MMA fighter, and I guess they were waiting for a taxi, and then they got hit by a taxi. That's some strange. Let me see. Oh no, I guess they were just coming out of the UFC gym, and then they got struck by a taxi cab driver. And the taxi cab driver said that he was not drunk, but I don't know how that works in the Philippines, if they have tests for that over there.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
But apparently he's going to get charged with reckless imprudence resulting in a double homicide.
Oh, they both died.
Yes. So
Fuck.
The crazy thing is that they were right beside a private hospital for a university.
Oh.
So they probably could have gone there, but they drove him to the nearest public hospital, which was like 5 kilometers, which it's not that far away, but still.
No.
When you get hit by a fucking taxi cab, like even if you're just going like 40, that's gonna fuck you up. It's a car.
Yep.
Coming at you. Like your best, seriously, like your best fucking hope is that the windshield cracks or something and you end up in the car. Because if you fucking hit the hood really hard and bump off the shit and you go flying, pretty much there's nothing that's gonna save you at that point.
Yeah.
Like it sucks, but
most of the time you don't go over the hood. Unless you can react, unless you react and jump or something.
Well, that's the thing. I have no idea. So I'm assuming these guys just stepped out and they had no idea it was coming.
Yeah.
I almost got hit by a car once that just came on the sidewalk. Scary shit. It's not cool.
I hit a car that made an illegal right turn.
Illegal, you say?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I was on a bike and he was making the right.
On a red?
At a stop sign. He didn't stop.
Oh, he didn't stop. Okay, I see. So it's not technically the right turn that's illegal. It's the going through a stop sign part that's illegal.
Well, yeah. Well. But yeah, that was
because you can make illegal right turns. That sucks. It's just like there's a sign that says you can't turn right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those in Ottawa.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks. That's why I like driving in Toronto more.
Well,
there's way less signs that tell you bullshit. Way less.
Well, in Quebec, you're not allowed making rights on reds.
Except if it's in Gatineau, which is Ottawa.
Okay.
Yeah, but the rest of Quebec, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that sucks.
That's weird. Why would they allow it in Gatineau? Okay, I guess because there's so many people from Ontario that they don't want to.
Yeah, and there's so many Quebecer drivers that work in Ontario, so they just get used to it, I guess, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Gatineau is weird because it's just Ottawa.
Yeah.
But it's on a different side.
Well, they have different municipality and shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. But there's different municipalities inside of Ottawa. Nepean's a different municipality.
Well, but Nepean's pretty far out there, though. It's not.
It's not that far. I mean, it's not Ottawa, but it's not that far.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing as Vaughan to Toronto.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or,
for sure, but there's no goddamn border that's separating it from provinces.
But there's not really a border.
Well, no, what I'm saying, there's no province there separating it.
Yeah,
which is the real reason why it's called Gatineau.
Well, yeah.
It's funny enough, you get a way better view of Parliament Hill from the Gatineau side. Like it's right off the edge of the cliff, so you see it as clear daylight. It looks like everything from Ottawa looks better on the Quebec side. You don't get a good view of Ottawa from actual Ottawa. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right. The ABC adopted some new weight classes, 4 of them. So I don't know if some indie federations.
So ABC is
the Association of Boxing Commission or something like that, whatever the hell it is. And they also do a lot of MMA. They're the ones that changed the rules for a grounded opponent, and now all the states have different rules. That's because of the ABC.
New weight classes for MMA. Yes. At 165 and 175. Thank you very fucking much, because that's about fucking time. And then 195. That's a very interesting one.
And they still support the 170 though right now. So
yeah,
there's still all those weight classes around there. So 165 is super lightweight. 175 is super welterweight.
I do not like the names.
195 is super middleweight, and then 225 is cruiserweight for some reason.
Yeah, I do. Well, cruiserweight is a boxing one.
I suppose. Wrestling, no. Cruiserweights is the lighter dudes.
Is it?
In wrestling. And I'm just talking wrestling here.
Oh, okay. Like super lightweight, like that's got to change. That's fucking
They're
crap.
Not going to change it, though.
That's crap for marketing.
No. That's boxing right there. That's what it is.
I know, but that's crap.
They can call it whatever they want, though. Is what you're fucking up here? Is the UFC can call it whatever the fuck they want if they ever decide to adopt it. Of course, they're the UFC. They can literally do a 2-point. Okay, so fuck, what's this? The spokesman for the ABC is Sean Wheelock. He was the announcer for Bellator, and now he does Victory FC. Anyways. So he said, a federation can do a 162.5 pound belt if they want to. Oh, okay. And it's funny because he probably should have said they can set up a 2.26 pound belt for Daniel Cormier. That's what he should have said, because then he would have been topical and it would have been funny. Yeah. But nah, he missed an opportunity there. But John Jones was talking a lot of that this week, which made me laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, he said that at the press conference yesterday.
Actually, yeah, I like the 225, the 165, and the 175. I guess 195 just kind of makes that all 10. Yeah.
It makes sense for not the UFC.
Well,
right now.
Is it you're just going from 25 to 205 in 10 pound increments, which is good. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, it's good, but it doesn't make quite sense for the UFC quite right now. But it would make sense for maybe Bellator. There's some fighters that could maybe straddle the line, like McDonald or something, if they wanted to separate themselves.
Well,
they could be like we have a 165 and a 175 here.
Like I think McDonald would have to be 175, and he would gain some muscle.
And 175 would probably be the best for him.
Yeah. But again, like there's a lot of UFC fighters that would benefit from going down to 165. Like Cerrone. Like I think 165 would probably be the perfect weight class for him.
And then, 175 would probably be better for what's his name? We were just talking about Gastelum.
Gastelum's got a whole bunch of other fucking issues. He needs.
He needs to just lose weight overall.
Like he's only like 5'9" or something like that, and he's way smaller than Woodley, and same height, same like basic bone structure.
He could probably do 165 if he actually put some effort into it.
Yeah, he probably could.
It's kind of like a Big Country. He could probably go down to fucking 175 right now.
Well, Big Country probably could make 85, but that would be a really hard. Like at his age and everything like that.
Oh yeah, right now it's like who cares? Like it's not the time for him to do that now. But he could.
He could have done 205. Like he could have lost. Like there was a point in time that he got down to like.
I'm just saying. No, I'm saying for sure he could have made 195. Like if he actually lost all that belly weight.
Yeah. Well, he lost a lot.
Oh no, he's smaller now.
Well, he gained it back the last time I saw him.
Yes and no. Like he's nowhere near the size he was on Tough.
Okay.
On Tough, he was just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was before UFC. Like him before UFC, he was huge. He always tried to lose a little bit, but I get it. I get it. I love drinking beer and I love eating shitty food as well. So, what can you do?
Yeah, but when it's your fucking job to be...
Oh, yeah, no, it's totally different for him. If I was in his position, I would give all this shit up. Because, like, I would try to enjoy shit differently. Like a salad, I would probably... Like, it would totally be so awesome after a workout. After a while. But, like, right now, who cares? I'm just going to go to Wendy's and have this delicious, greasy burger.
That then just doubled the amount of calories that you just burned just for the burger.
Mm-hmm. And
not
the beer.
Including the fries
and
the beer and the soft drink. And so you just
I don't really drink pops anymore, and it was helping me out for a while before I decided to drink a lot of beer. Yeah. Oh, and also that was when I was working in construction, so I was lifting a lot.
Yeah. Well, when you have a job like that, you can get away with a lot.
Oh, I loved how I should probably go work some construction again. Just 'cause I didn't realize how much I liked it.
Yeah.
Because it's just 8 hours of just pretty much exercise. Even if I wasn't busy, I would still just walk the stairs and just say hi to people and then just keep walking the stairs. Anyways, Rafael Dos Anjos and Neil Magny, they're going to be facing off at UFC 215 in Edmonton. Yeah. So that's okay, but Neil Magny is going to get destroyed.
Is he?
Oh, fuck really? Yes. I love Neil Magny. He's probably one of my favorite tough dudes as of late. Like he's one of those later tough dudes that I'm
Raphael's at 155er, so I like coming up. This is the second fight at 70.
I don't see Neil Magny beating Dos Anjos. I love Neil Magny, but
I think it's gonna be a closer fight than you think.
What are the odds right now? I'm gonna look this up.
Magny beat Old Man. So
who's Old Man?
Hendricks.
Oh, but it's fucking Hendricks.
Yeah, I know.
I cannot put any reliance on that as a betting dude or as a dude that just picks fights. I can't put any reliance on that fight because he's a total fucking wild card. You don't know what the fuck dude he's gonna show up as. He could be Old Man Johnny Hendricks, and then sometimes he could be all right Johnny Hendricks.
No, he has not been anything other than Old Man since.
No. Who did he beat? Who did he beat recently? That he looked okay in. That was not that long ago.
Well, he lost to Boach.
No, I'm looking this up. He beat Hector Lombard. That was in February. He looked okay in that fight. Okay. He went down. He went up to middleweight, down to middleweight, up. He went down to middleweight.
No, he went up to middleweight.
185 is middleweight, yes. Right? Yeah, okay. He went up. And he looked good. He looked all right that fight. And then he missed weight the next fight because he fucking had a fever.
Yeah.
And then they let him fight anyways. Fuck. I just don't get it. Anyways, no, I think Dos Anjos is gonna kill fucking Neil Magny. That's my opinion. Oh, the odds. No, that doesn't tell me anything about the odds. Best fight odds. I'm just gonna go to this website because it's gonna have it. UFC 2. Damn it, 215. They don't have it. They don't have odds for it yet. They have a lot of odds for make-believe fights like Tyrone Woodley versus Conor McGregor for some reason. You can bet on that right now if you want to.
So,
George St. Pierre and Michael Bisping, you can bet on that right now.
Yeah. Well, they have Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz 3 here too.
That's ridiculous.
Conor McGregor versus Aldo 2.
That's never going to happen either.
Khabib versus Conor. Conor versus Tywin.
The Woodley one could also possibly happen, but
I don't know about that.
And Yoel Romero Bisping, that's fucking 100% going to happen. If that doesn't happen, I will be so sad.
Romero, why would it would be Whitaker first?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But ultimately, at some point, Bisping and Romero will fight. They have to. What does he say again? It sounds like "get some boy," but he says, "What does he say again?" What does he say? What does Romero say? It sounds like he says "get some boy," but I forget what is the sum?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
So Woodley's very favored against Maya. I'm fuck. I might want to put money on that.
On Maya winning?
Yeah.
So Maya is at
plus 160 to minus 200.
Well, so you can look at all the bets right now. You can get the best odds you can get for Maya right now is plus 180. That is the best odds you can get. So you can bet 100 and get $80 on Sport Bet. And then Tyron Woodley at best is minus 195, or at worst, I should. Well, no, best.
Yeah,
at best.
Well,
in terms of odds, he is the best at minus 195. But the average is about 200-ish, 205.
Whoa, okay. Who the fuck is that? Evinger.
Oh, Tanya Evinger?
Is like fucked. Is what this is.
Oh, dude,
saying.
Betting on Tanya Evinger is the dumbest thing.
But I mean, also the greatest thing. If
you could put like $50 on her or something, and you get a big ass return on that $50
if she wins. Yeah.
But there's no fucking way she's winning. There's literally no way, dude. She wasn't even good enough to make the 135 division in the women's UFC. So why would she fucking be good enough to be 145 and be fighting Cyborg?
Yeah, the thing, like,
no reason.
I'm reading Christiane, and then who the fuck is that? And like, oh wait, yeah, it's Cyborg. I don't know why the hell they would actually have her real name and just put Cyborg.
I know her name.
I don't know her last name.
Isn't it Santos?
Yeah. Or no.
Oh, Justino.
Justino.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Lorenz Larkins versus Paul Daly got added to Bellator 183 in San Jose.
Wow.
That's a card with Big Country.
They're giving Cerrone a pretty good number there, I think, personally. But
well, I definitely think that Cerrone's losing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But here's the thing. Robbie Lawler has not fought a lot closer. Well, Robbie Lawler has not fought in a long time, and he's been making a big deal out of Matt Hughes. I think he's very sad about Matt Hughes, and that might actually affect him a little bit.
Because these numbers are very close to what I would think that fight would be. But yes, you're right. Lawler hasn't fought in like 18 months or something.
Yeah, but normally I think Lawler should just destroy him. And even if he wins, like, he should win, right? So at the end of the day, even if he wins, like, where does he go after Cerrone? It's not like it's not a huge.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really do anything for him outside of
being an awesome fight.
Well,
on paper, this is a great fight.
More of for Lawler, it's more of just that warm-up fight, that scratch fight because like it's a fight that he should win, even if he's been off for 18 months, and it then gives him a fight to then fight again in 4 months.
Yeah, sure. Hey, I'm looking at this right here on Best Fight Odds. It says Robbie Lawler versus George St. Pierre after Cerrone. That could actually be okay.
Yeah, I would think that'd actually be a pretty good fight.
Yeah, and it's two old dudes.
Where are you seeing? I don't see that.
Well, if you click on Robbie Lawler on Best Fight Odds.
Oh, okay.
That's I actually never.
Where did we go on to see this? Was okay. So we'd actually have to find.
Like I actually never thought about that, but that would actually make a lot of fucking sense.
Yes, it would.
And then the winner can go get a title shot.
Yeah. Because again, I don't see given why GSP would get a title shot coming right off the bench like that. Like he hasn't fought in almost 4 fucking years or whatever. Like why?
Yeah, but if he says I want a title shot against Woodley, would you say no? And would Woodley say no? Like that's his thing. Like it's I see it both ways.
If I was Dana White with the way I think of things, yes, I would say no.
I don't know about that.
Like I would go number 1 contender, and then the winner of that.
You already promised him a bullshit title fight. Why not give him the right title fight? I would
never fucking done that.
No, for sure. But he already did it. They already did it. So I just think that it leaves everybody in a fuck spot. It really depends on who wins this weekend. I don't think anybody wants to see Maya and GSP, to be honest.
No, I don't.
So,
and again, I don't know.
We'll see what happens this weekend. Because if Maya just destroys Woodley, and just.
So I guess it's been a year almost to the day for Lawler.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's a good break, and he did get fucking. That last fight was brutal.
Yeah, no, and again, he took the 6 months, and then they were going to make this fight, and then he's like, I'm talking to my coaches, and I just don't really want to fight right now.
Good for him.
Yeah,
because that's not a bad idea.
No,
you look at Pacquiao, like he came back okay after his KO, and that KO was fucking insane. Against what's his name? Hatton? Was that who it was? Who fucking knocked out Pacquiao? Super awesome. Ricky Hatton? No, nah, shit.
Dude, if you bet Lawler on that Hendricks fight at 2, you would have made some good money.
It was Marquez. That's right. Sorry, what?
Lawler was plus 200 on that Johnny Hendricks Lawler 2 fight.
Gross.
Yeah. It was actually the same for the first fight too, but that first fight was, oh my god, that pissed me off so much.
That first fight was at a different time and place though. Like right now, I don't know. I would just give that to Lawler.
Oh, sorry, wait a minute. I'm reading this wrong. That's the opening bout. So the closing, okay, that was actually pretty similar.
All right, so real quick, to John Jones and Lesnar talks flared up this week. So much so that John Jones brought it up and Lesnar did. They both talked about it and they said they're both interested.
Lesnar can't even fight.
Not right now, but he could re-enter the USADA pool and fight in 6 months if he wanted to.
But I thought no, because his suspension would start when he re-enters. So
no, he served 6 months of it. He didn't retire right away. By the time he stopped testing, it was 6 months. So he has about 6 months left.
But okay, how does that work? So if he enters the pool, you need 4 months or 3 months.
He was still getting tested for a while after when he fought. So and then he retired, and they were like, okay, he's out. It's like Frank Mir. Frank Mir's been getting tested this whole time in the UFC. Then when he got released, that's when they froze it, right? So Frank Mir still has like 7-8 months or something. No,
I'm just like, because of suspension, plus then you need 4 months or whatever, 3 months before you can fight within the pool. But is that a combined thing, or is that then?
I'm assuming it's combined.
Yeah.
Because they're testing you, so you're technically. Like, I think that you should probably just serve the 6 months and then be okay.
Because the way I would understand or think,
I don't think you should. I don't think you should stack the 3 months on top of the 6. That's kind of bullshit. Like, a lot of the stuff.
Then he shouldn't have retired. That's kind of the concept of why.
No, for sure. But the whole thing before this was a big fuck fest. But I kind of think that's bullshit. At the end of the day. Anyways, there's a lion fight happening on Friday. That's some Muay Thai. So if you like stand-up only, this is probably the best one to watch because it's Glory is cool, but the second they get to tying up, they're like, oh, you got to split up. You can't do the clinch. When they clinch up in this, they throw some motherfucking knees.
Yeah.
And they're brutal.
So or are you talking K1 type? Because there's no clinching. Yeah, no, but that's what I'm not pulling. In Muay Thai, there's clinching.
Yes, there's clinch. There is clinching in lion fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in K1, was there clinching?
No, K1 was kickboxing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So this is happening at Foxwoods Resort Casino in Mantucket, Connecticut. Man, that's a weird one to pronounce. And the main event is champion Smokin' Joe Nadawut versus Pichenong Pech Batch. Oh my god.
Wow.
Woo, cannot say these names, but man, that dude is 345 and 51-1.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. He has been fighting a lot of Muay Thai fights, that dude. And Smokin' Joe is 62-7-2. So that they both these motherfuckers been fighting a lot. So that I know Smokin' Joe. I'm not Petch sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've actually ever seen him. Either way, I try to watch lion fights whenever it happens, and it's usually always a good time. There is 6 fights on this card. No, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6, and it starts at 7 p.m. on Fight Network in Canada and on Access TV in the States. And then UFC 214. We mainly talked about a lot of it already. But that main event's so good. I wish I could buy that poster. I don't really want to buy it online. I wish I could get it somewhere here because it's a good looking poster. I'll give it that. But Jimmy Manuwa versus Volkan Ozdemir is the start of the main card. That's okay. I don't really know. I don't know who's going to win this one, to be honest. I would probably expect Manuwa, but Ozdemir has been doing pretty good lately.
So that's in Connecticut. Okay. Interesting. The Lionheart.
Yes.
Or lion fight.
I said that. I totally said that.
Well, you said it was it. Well, okay.
Mantucket, Connecticut, whatever the fuck it is. Man, whatever the hell it is.
After you, I cannot say that.
Mantucket. I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah, Mantucket.
I don't know.
Mantucket, USA.
Somewhere in Connecticut.
Yeah. After you said that, I kind of zoned out and was like, what the fuck is this guy trying to say? And started looking it up.
The prelims of UFC 214 in the States is on FSX. But in Canada, I think it's on TSN 5. It's on one of the TSNs.
It's on TSN 5.
Ricardo Lamas versus Jason Knight is the main event. That's a good fight right there.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Aljamain Sterling versus Henan Barao too. That's a pretty good fight.
That's an interesting fight.
Yeah.
It's actually at 140. This is being called up as.
Well, yeah, because Henan Barao, what they won't allow him to fight at 135?
I guess. Right? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, no, well, we talked about that. I'm actually surprised this fight is still on the card. I thought they were going to scrap this fight altogether, but I guess they're going to allow Barao to fight 5 pounds heavier. Which, hey, not bad. If Sterling agrees to it, why not? I feel the same way about drugs. It's like, if you test positive and the other dude still wants to go at it, fucking sign a waiver. You can't sue us if you fucking die. There you go. Done and done. Let's have this fucking steroided up fight. Let's do it.
I would, I somewhat agree with that, but there has to be then harsher penalties.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. There won't be. Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody's going to do it anyways. And if the other guy doesn't want to fight,
you'd lose like 60 or 80 and 90% of your purse type. Like you'd have to really.
I suppose you could do that. So let's fight anyways, but I'll take 60% of your money, thanks.
Right. Yeah. So it's essentially like weighing too much type thing. It's like the same concept.
Yeah, I could see that. Because then John Jones would have fought and beaten Cormier anyways.
Yeah.
Now we have to wait this whole time, and then people think that Cormier can actually win.
No, I would think the fight should still happen, but again, it's you missed weights, so it wouldn't be for the belt.
Oh, I guess so.
But they would have fought, and then the fight would have actually happened, and then it's just then okay.
And then you're like, John Jones wins, and then Cormier still has a championship, and you're
yeah. So then they would have to do the rematch.
Fight again, anyways. 3 times, and John Jones wins 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people think Cormier can win. I just don't see it. I don't hate Cormier. I love Cormier, but when it comes to John Jones, no, he's gonna lose every time. Every time.
Yeah, I agree that Jones is just too much gooder at everything.
Sure, yes.
Even in the first fight,
it genuinely sucks for Cormier when he says shit like, "I don't understand how people say like, if I don't beat John Jones, then none of this means shit." Like, yeah, I kind of get what he means, but at the same time, he has to understand what people mean when people say that. It's not that we're gonna forget Cormier and think that he sucks. It's just ultimately he didn't beat John Jones, which is the real thing he needs to accomplish in his career right now. Right now, that's what he needs to do.
Yeah, for sure. It's to the point of you have to beat the champion.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's beaten a lot of people that I like a lot, like not Bennett. What's his fucking last name? Why am I blanking on his name? I'm looking it up. Josh Barnett. I was close. Josh Barnett. Yeah. He's done. Cormier is awesome. He is number 2 though.
California State Athletic Commission denied Henan Barrow at weight class.
What, at 140?
A bout at that weight at the bantam weight.
Okay, yeah. So they just went up to 140. Right. No, we already talked about this.
Due to the weight issues at 177, the bout will still happen, but it'll be at 140.
Yes. So they just went up.
Yeah,
they just went up.
So well, it's just the CSAC actually permitted the fight to happen at 140.
Yep, because they want that money.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this is really going to contribute to any money, to be honest.
No, it won't.
It is a stacked fucking card, though. This is the card this year. Heading into it, I can't think of any other UFC that had this good of a card. Like even Josh Berkman versus Drew Dober, the opener of the prelims on UFC Fight Pass. It's a pretty good fight. I have 0 complaints about this card, except maybe that Tanya Evinger is going to be fighting Cyborg. But whatever, there's nobody else.
I don't fucking get that.
It will still be a good fight. She's still gonna look. It's a Cyborg fight. Okay, you know what you're expecting. And that's how she's gonna win every time.
Just get on top of them and beat the living shit out of them.
Well, if she gets time to get to that point, a lot of her fights she just straight up knocks them out.
They do. I've seen 2 of her fights, and she knocked them down and got on top of them and beat the fuck out of them.
I've been watching her since Strike Force, so I've seen a lot of her things, and she does things to kill people. That's not jumping and doing ground and pound. A lot of her fights is like kick to the stomach, and then they fall over, and then there's a few punches, and then that's it. Like she does ground and pound, but it's not really. Oh man, it turns out I've been watching her since Elite XC, before Strike Force. Yeah, but everything else before that. I have no idea about those fights. But Elite, do you remember Elite XC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the first one that was on actual real TV. That was on CBS. I was like, holy shit, this is cool. Fighting on the weekend in prime time on an actual television station. That's not Spike TV. And now you can watch it on CTV in Canada. Crazy how different UFC is now. Because, man, watching UFC back in the day, impossible. Impossible. Now you can watch the prelims. You can watch the dark matches. From wherever you are on the planet. It's fucking insane. I'm really looking forward to UFC 214, though. Especially the main event. It's just, man, I don't feel that hyped about it, though. I really want it, but I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Claudio Puelles versus Sage Northcutt was expected for this event.
Yeah, I do remember that. Wait, wasn't that moved back though?
Yeah, because the other dude got hurt, and then John Makdessi was gonna face Sage Northcutt.
Okay, that's what I remember.
Yeah, but then both fighters got injured. Which honestly, I kind of get. If they weren't actually injured, I kind of think that's a bad fight for both of them. Because I could see Makdessi winning that fight easily, but I could see Northcutt also just throwing some random kick and KOing Makdessi. So I
like what happened to them last time.
Yeah, against Venata. I'm always gonna remember that guy's name. Venata. What was his first name again?
No clue.
He did a lot of awesome stuff. I think it was an LFA or whatever the fuck it was called before that. Resurrection or Legacy. One of those two. Lando Venata.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And he was fighting. Yeah, he was in Resurrection. He's fought in Pancrase too. All right. I'm going to look up the news real quick in case something happened in the last little bit, but I doubt it. John Jones said, fuck DC on Fox.
That was on, okay.
That was on Fox
yeah, I
right
saw
before
the
main event.
clip of it.
It's pretty funny. It was who Brian Stan. He's like, do you guys have any interest in being friends after this? Like, come on. What kind of question is that, Brian Stan? You wanted somebody to say some bullshit.
Yeah. The thing is, he should know Jones pretty well.
I feel like he should probably know both of them pretty okay because they both.
Well, yeah, I guess
Cormier
he works
for
with DC
Fox
a lot. Yeah.
But
the thing is, like, he trained with Jones for like 4 years. So, like, fair enough. Like, Jackson's is a big fucking gym. So, how well he would actually know him, but he would have to like know him fairly well. They were coworkers for fucking 4 years.
And in terms of like Jones being a sparring partner, I hear that it's pretty okay.
Okay.
It's not like training with Mike Tyson where you're just gonna get killed.
Right.
Do you remember seeing Pacquiao get KO'd?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
What? Seriously, one of the best KOs of all time. Even though I'm a huge Pacquiao fan, he got KO'd. Oh my god. There was even I think it was one of the old dudes on HBO. Like, he was on the side of the ring and he was just like, his hand was like reaching out. He's like, oh my god, Pacquiao's dead. Like, oh my god, that's so great. It's so
He's
awesome.
Dead. Okay.
You should go look that up on YouTube. Like, there was two old dudes outside. Like, so Pacquiao, his face landed like It kind of like hit the bottom rope as he was going down, and his face landed like on the outside of the ropes. He kind of like was stepping forward, and like a punch just came in at the same time he was stepping forward, and oh my god, he got killed. I think it was like 2 seconds left in like the 8th round or 7th round or something like that. I still remember watching that. This is the best KO I've seen in my life live, probably. Because I've seen a lot of Mike Tyson, but I don't think I've ever watched live Mike Tyson.
I definitely have not.
Yeah, because by the time Mike Tyson was more popular, I don't think I had the ability to watch pay-per-view anymore.
What do you mean more popular? He was popular from the fucking moment he stepped into that fucking ring.
Yeah, no, I know, but I mean, like, once I started like watching.
Yeah, well, once you were of age to have actually understood what the fuck was going on. Yeah.
Oh no, because I watched a lot of stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, no, but dude, Tyson was back in like fucking 85 or something like that.
Oh yeah, and then but no, I want to say like the last time he was like still relevant was like 90.
Oh yeah. No, when he got out of jail for pushing his ex-wife out down the stairs. Yeah.
93, 94, something like that.
Well, when did he bite Holyfield's ear off?
Oh, that was like 95, 96. That was after that.
Yeah. Right, got that.
But. Yeah. No, because back in Canada, a lot of people had satellite dishes from the U.S. that were unencrypted.
So fuck, he fought in 2005?
Oh no, Mike Tyson fought a long time after that.
I did not know that.
I want to say that was on free TV, and I watched it, and it was terrible. He lost, right?
Yeah, he lost his last 2 fights.
He lost to a white dude. White dude beating Mike Tyson. What's going on? No, but that was way later.
Yeah, so we got to 37-0.
Look up when that Holyfield fight was.
And that was 89. And then he lost to Buster. Yeah, okay, I remember that. Holyfield. Evander Holyfield, 96.
Holy shit! Look at that. I'm not too bad with the dates.
I know, and then fought again in 97.
Oh yeah, well, the 97 fight was not. It's not as good.
And he lost both. Yeah, okay. So the second fight was the one that he was disqualified for biting.
Because when I was, let's say, from like 1 year old to like 4 to 5, I had every channel you could ever imagine on the planet at that point. Because TV was not like super crazy like it is now. So like I fucking had everything. Fox, CBC, French CBC, fucking any channel you could imagine. Just point the satellite dish in a direction and it might pick up something. I wish it still worked like that. But yeah, the Douglas Buster fight was crazy. I wish boxing was still cool. I really wish boxing was still awesome.
I'm not sure if it ever really was.
Oh, dude, yes, it was. It was fucking awesome. Like, it was like watching a freaking Rocky movie for a while there. All the fights were, especially the main events. Like the main events were all amazing for a good long time there. Like in the 90s and late 80s, 100%. Fucking boxing was amazing.
Yeah, but for what reason?
I don't really care.
Because 80% of the time you already knew who was going to win.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that it can't be fun and amazing. Ronda Rousey, you knew she would win most of the time. It was still cool.
Well, actually, in that second Tate fight, I was actually expecting Tate to be able to do something a bit more than she did.
I kind of expected that in the first fight. So by the time
not the first fight.
By the time I rolled around to the second fight, I was just, I don't know. No, because that first fight.
It's just to the point that she.
Okay, wait. Which one are we talking about? Are we talking about the first fight?
The one in Strike Force.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not talking about the Strike Force fight.
The Strike Force one, I actually thought she had a real good chance, and then she got armbarred, and then she got out. And I was like, holy fuck, she could still do it. And she got armbarred again.
Yeah. But didn't the armbar go from an armbar to an armbar? Like, she never really got out.
No, she got out. She got out. She got armbarred again.
Okay. I only saw clips of the first fight.
No, and then the second armbar, like, she was in there, and she still wasn't giving up, but, like, that arm was gone.
Well, because I saw the clips of, like, Tate's arm literally. Oh, yeah,
no, the arm was gone. Like, I don't get how she wasn't fucking passing out from the pain or tapping out. It was fucking crazy. That first fight was amazing. Oh, no, that's the thing I probably remember the most about Strike Force is all the women fights. The fights in fucking Strike Force were fucking awesome. But yeah, that's it. I think we're done talking about MMA and stuff. Yeah. So, hey, we're here every Thursday. Live on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Ustream, and Smashcast. Mega Scorcher TV is our username. MegaScorcher.com. Also go check out the website. We have the VODs and the MP3s being posted up there. But if you want to subscribe to our podcast, you can do it anywhere. The website, Apple Podcasts, or any other podcast app you use on your Android phones. I'm sure there's other apps on, like, BlackBerry. Well, BlackBerry's pretty much Android now. So, have fun with that. So, I think they still make BlackBerries that might actually be BlackBerry OS, but those are getting phased out. What do you think about that, Steiner? BlackBerry's becoming Android. The world's exploding.
I don't really give a crap.
America's taking over our Canadian companies, Steiner. We're going to do something about it. Google's taking over.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, they're just using a different OS.
Their OS was the only thing that was good about them.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I'll agree to you at a certain point.
But their phones were shit. That was one of the
so
big issues.
The Android might be highly customized for their phones. I have no idea.
Yeah, because I haven't been paying attention to them at all.
Oh, me neither. I just know that they switched to Android on one of their last phones.
Because what I heard is that they were going to be bought by a.
Oh, that could also happen.
Like HTC or what's the other one? Motorola.
Weird. I see HTC, but Motorola. I feel like Motorola.
Well, Motorola was owned by Microsoft there for a while.
That's Nokia.
Sure. Okay, maybe it was whoever owned.
Oh, maybe Motorola too. Maybe you're right. I think you're right about Motorola too.
Like whoever it was Microsoft was essentially looking.
Yeah, because I think Motorola switched to Windows phones for a while, and then they were like, oh, maybe this isn't working. They might still be doing Windows phones. I have no idea. Phones. I'm so out of touch. I kind of just want to get like a flip phone. I miss those days, to be honest. It's more fun. It's hard to discover stuff now on an iPhone because everybody knows. Everything's out there already. We know what it is. It's like Windows. Windows is no longer fun. It's just Windows. All right, see ya.
Bye.